Victorians' opposition will today push ahead with a motion to expel Jeff Shaw from Parliament during question time today. But the Napthine government is keen to get the budget passed before dealing with the rogue MP. Sky News Melbourne Bureau Chief Aaron Young is at State Parliament. He joins us now live. Aaron, how do you expect the afternoon will play out?
Well, Ash, it seems to be quite calm here at Victoria State Parliament at the moment, the calm before the storm. But certainly this morning the government has been out quick for the first time in a week, saying how they will deal with Jeff Shaw, taking the wind out of Labor's sails in a sense, essentially telling the media this morning that they plan to pass the budget first as question time resumes in just under 2 hours' time here in Parliament. And then possibly tomorrow, that is if the budget is passed today, that is when the government itself will introduce a motion to deal with Jeff Shaw. Labor still does plan to introduce this motion, though, to expel Jeff Shaw in question time when it begins just after 2 o'clock this afternoon, Melbourne time. But of course, it's up to the government to allow Labor to be able to actually bring that motion forward, to grant them leave is the technical term. And if they don't do that, well, Labor will probably get quite rowdy, which is what everybody is expecting here. But while a lot of people have been talking about whether this is fair that Jeff Shaw is expelled, for many MPs in Parliament, it isn't just about his misuse of his parliamentary vehicle, which he apparently had used to make deliveries for his hardware business in Frankston. A bit of a timeline I'll quickly read. It really began in April 2011. He upset a constituent with a letter comparing homosexuality to child molestation. That made the front pages of the Sunday newspapers here. Then in May 2012, allegations emerged that his parliamentary vehicle had been misused to run deliveries for that business, that hardware business. Then last year, March the 6th, he resigned from Parliament, the Parliamentary Liberal Party. That led to Ted Bailey resigning. And then September last year, he was charged by police with 23 counts of obtaining financial benefit by deception. A couple of months later, in December, just before the end of last year, the misconduct in public office and obtaining financial benefit by deception charges were withdrawn, as the court said it was up to Parliament and the Parliamentary Privileges Committee to in fact deal with that, not the courts. Last week it really ramped up when, of course, he went on ABC Radio almost exactly a week ago to the hour and said that he was willing to join with Labor in a motion of no confidence against the government. So this is how both sides are going to deal with the situation. It all gets underway in about 2 hours' time, Ash.
Aaron Young, an interesting afternoon ahead. Thank you, and we will be bringing you live coverage as the Victorian Parliament resumes a little later.